this Jordan, LeBron, who's the GOAT debate, I'm seriously tired of even hearing about this shit. Like, who cares, man? I mean, end of the day, everybody's gonna have their own choice or their own opinion about who's the greatest basketball player who's ever played the game. I ain't gonna never look at LeBron as better than Jordan for a number of reasons. Just like many of y'all nowadays are looking at LeBron as surpassing Jordan. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's mainly because of stats. Listen, LeBron has played longer than Jordan. He came out of high school while Jordan played 3 years of college. Of course he's going to pass Jordan in every statistical category. But does that necessarily make him the greatest basketball player of all time? Because let's keep it real. If we're going to talk about championships and all that, why isn't Bill Russell in that GOAT category? So this whole LeBron versus Jordan GOAT debate, to me, it ain't even really no debate. Two different players, two different eras, two different styles. I will say this, and I'm probably being a little biased in what I'm about to say. You put Jordan in today's era, Jordan can easily win in this era. You put LeBron in the late 80s, early 90s, LeBron can play, he can hang with him, but he gonna have trouble. That passive aggressiveness isn't going to work nearly as effective as it will today. LeBron is a better facilitator. He's more team-oriented. I give him that. But he also a stat pattern, man. He gonna pad his stats to make himself look good. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. But at times when you do that, you do take away some of the glory from your teammates. Rarely ever static pad, man. He ain't have to pad his stats. Motherfuckers knew Jordan was gonna go out there and get 50, 60 if he needed to. If Jordan started out the game scoring 12, 13 in the first quarter, you had a long day. You know, be prepared to get at least a 40-point night from Jordan. Jordan had that killer instinct. LeBron looks to get his teammates more involved. There's no right or wrong answers in this shit. Why are we continuing to bring this up? And the main reason why is because of the generational gap. Michael Jordan was the greatest of my generation. LeBron is the greatest in many of the younger people's generation. When it's all said and done, LeBron will easily be one of the top 5 greatest players to have ever played the game. But if y'all looking at just stats to make the case for LeBron being better than Jordan, a lot of y'all are full of shit. LeBron is out here demanding his respect. Jordan ain't demanding shit. Jordan went out there and took it, commanded that respect by his play on the court. You know, debate, man. You know, I recognize greatness for what it is. LeBron is an all-time great. But, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, dog. Y'all keep talking about, well, Jordan didn't win until Scottie Pippen came along. Well, LeBron didn't win until he had to go team up with D-Wade and Chris Bosh. Every championship LeBron has had, he's always had to team up with at least either another superstar or an all-star who had the potential of being a superstar, meaning Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. But LeBron has always had to stack teams, man, to win. Jordan ain't have to do that shit. Y'all are like Scottie Pippen was God's sin. Scottie Pippen was a great player. We'll never take that against Scottie. Scottie Pippen is easily the second greatest Chicago Bulls player to ever play in a Bulls uniform. But Scottie Pippen was at best a number 2. But Jordan had to, toughen guys like Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant. He had to force people like John Paxson and Steve Kerr and Rodman and Bush and Jim Bushler and guys like that to be hard-nosed players, you know what I mean? Jordan molded his team. LeBron went and got on stacked teams. I ain't knocking that, because LeBron has done something that no other player prior to him doing it has ever done. He mastered the art of free agency. He chose his own destiny, and he put his homies on. I salute and commend LeBron for that. But people like Jordan revolutionized the league by internationalizing the sport, becoming the most popular figure, getting those endorsement deals where players had to basically get crumbs back in those days. Mike took it way and beyond, and the way he did it was he let his game do the talking. LeBron came in the game with a $90 million contract from Nike secured. And once again, ain't hating on it, just calling it for how it is. But far as the game, two totally different styles of play. Jordan is more of a offensive oriented, but he's always been underrated defensively. LeBron has been on several, all defensive teams, but Mike has been on 10 all first team defensive teams and won defensive player of the year and MVP in the same year. And yeah, LeBron got 4 rings, but he got 6 losses. And yeah, he might have beat a 73-9 Golden State team, but it ain't like LeBron to stop Steph Curry them for winning ever since. That's why he went to the Lakers. Cause he knew he couldn't win and he couldn't win in Cleveland no more. That's why he went back to Cleveland the second time. Couldn't win in Miami no more. It ain't like he just stopped Tim Duncan from winning for good. He ain't stopped Kawhi. Steph and them came back, got KD. Jordan literally stopped motherfuckers in the 90s who had the greatest possibility of winning championships. Mike stopped Reggie Miller and the Pacers. Mike, once Jordan dethroned the Pistons, they were done and over with. Mike took, the Knicks in the East. They were the second best team in the East for a good portion of those 90s outside of the Bulls. And Jordan literally stopped them from winning the title back then. Also stopped Gary Payton and Sean Kemp from winning one. That 96 team had the Bulls not went 72-10. Seattle would have easily been the best team in that league that year. Stopped them from winning one. John Stockton, Karl Malone, stopped them twice for winning the championship. I mean, I could go on and on, man. The Heat of the 90s didn't win one. Charles Barkley didn't win one. Clyde Drexler had to wait till Jordan retired the first time to win one. Hakeem included. So when Jordan got in his prime and once he became the dominant player in the league, Jordan reigned supreme and had a headlock on motherfuckers winning the title. LeBron ain't never do that. LeBron is 4-6. At the end of the day, the championships count, fam. And then if you look at every statistical category, Jordan has a better field goal percentage. LeBron got him on 3-pointers, but Jordan has a better free throw percentage. Jordan's turnover rate is way less than LeBron's. LeBron has more assists, I give him that. He probably have more rebounds. But LeBron plays a position where he's going to have an advantage on the rebound and the assist. Why? Because he's a facilitator. Jordan played in the league where it was extremely physical, but yet led the league in scoring 10 straight years in a row. So this whole debate about LeBron and Jordan is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, LeBron went to 3 different teams and led them to championships. Okay, cool. Ain't knocking LeBron from that. But Jordan led the Bulls team to a 3-peat, took a break, came back, led them to another 3-peat. Could have won the 7th ring had the Bulls not broken up. Both players are great for their eras. They're great for their generations. And let's appreciate greatness while we have it. But my biggest gripe with the whole LeBron Jordan thing is that a lot of y'all shit on Jordan just to elevate LeBron to the ultimate greatest status. And that is totally unfair. And that is why I am extremely biased when it comes to this LeBron versus Jordan. You never heard Jordan himself claim to be the GOAT. Jordan had enough respect for the game to recognize the greatest players, you know what I'm saying? And always gave reverence where it was due. LeBron always gotta put out messages talking about I'm the greatest. Man, let your game do the talking, dog. And then let people like myself decide whether or not we think you the greatest. That's why he's always looking to outdo Mike every time, because he really wants acceptance from Jordan. But Jordan know he ain't got that pure dog in him like that. LeBron is a go-getter. He gonna put up the numbers. And he gonna get it. You feel me? I ain't gonna take that away from him. But Jordan is the ultimate assassin. Jordan is the ultimate dog. Took all them ass whoopers from the Pistons for years and still was putting up 30 on them. And then once he was able to raise his game to a championship level, Jordan never left that plateau. Never. Jordan and LeBron are both great. You gotta put LeBron on this high plateau and shit on Jordan just to elevate LeBron to a high status. Then LeBron is not a GOAT as you'll put it or you're wanting him to be. But let's just appreciate their greatness while they're here. And stop trying to downplay or dismiss one just so you can uproot another. Because it's totally unfair and it's biased and it's clearly wrong. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. 6-0, no game 7. Enough said. I'm out.
Maloney's doubled. They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open.